Well, let's hope they don't start BP, because we will be sitting ducks.
Ooh, I don't want to get clocked in the head.
Yeah. Welcome to the Bleacher Brothers Tour. We are out west now in Texas.
Yep, we're in the Southwest, baby.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Kind of the South. We are in Houston, Texas, home of the Astros. We are here out in center field. Pretty awesome location. Game's about to start in about 3 hours, maybe.
A couple of hours, yeah.
Here early, and man, we're having a good time. Although that is really loud.
The music is very loud, but I think we're going to be okay.
It's popping, yeah. So we've been all around. Sorry you missed a week there of videos, but took a break. We needed a break. 7 weeks on the road. We went and saw friends. But now we're back at it, so let's show you what we've been up to. So as you can see, highlights were not super plentiful. We didn't record while we were on vacation because why?
Right.
So we're just kind of relaxing, but we had some fun in Phoenix.
We did. We had some fun in Phoenix. I got to see my old high school again. It's changed a little bit since I've been there.
You're so grown up.
But I got to see some people that I haven't seen in a long time, and that was great. I did get to cook during our vacation, which I really enjoyed.
We didn't get any video of that, did we?
We did not,
no. We just weren't in video making mode, but made some Puerto Rican rice and some chicken.
That's right.
Made it on a green egg, which one of my friends has. Delicious.
I've never used the green egg before. It's expensive, but it's awesome.
Yeah, so not much of the highlights, but let's get into the segments. So let's start right off with rankings, and as it continues to go, it gets more and more contentious because now there are more stadiums to rank.
A lot more.
And it becomes more difficult. Let's start with an easy one.
Okay.
Wrigley Fields. We're in Chicago.
I mean, it's a classic. I love it. It's got the history. I really love the design. I really did.
Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, the ivy, so classic. Wrigleyville is very cool. A lot of bars around, and they've started to build up around it. So you had some cornhole out there, you had some games, you had some fun stuff to do. The team store was outside, very cool. We didn't get to go to the place I really wanted to go, which is across the street, where they had sluggers.
Right.
You can play hit batting cages while getting a beer.
Yes.
The line was too long though.
No, it was. We tried. We looked in there. Your dad was there. It just didn't work out.
Classic is the stands above right and left field. You know, out in the outfields.
I love that.
Yeah, so very cool.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go design 9. Classic experience.
100% agree.
We're going to go with fan experience. You love the classic stuff, right? So you go there and you have a wonderful time. But man, it is old and it is packed and there are some bad seats. So they kind of weigh each other out.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it an 8.
I do agree that the oldness of it, the trying to fit in more seats, does make it a little bit of cramped. It does take away from it.
It took a long time to get food.
But I think it takes away from a perfect score, so I'm going to give it a 9.
Sure, okay. And then the ambiance, I'm going 9. Wrigleyville is awesome. That's where you want to see a game. You see the outfit like, this is baseball.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I'm going to give it a 10 though.
Woo, all right, so if I remember correctly, that is the exact same score as Boston.
Yep.
So as it should be.
I agree.
Yeah. From there, we took a little break, but then we went out to Phoenix, where it was okay. It was a dome, but you know, some domes like this one, done really well.
Yeah.
That one, it just felt a little cramped. There wasn't a whole lot there.
I have a lot of feelings about it because on the one hand, it's my home stadium, right? It's where I grew up going, and there is a little bit of nostalgia that when I look back on it, I'm like, man, this isn't the same.
Yeah.
It is the same building, for sure. But there were things that they did beforehand. There was like a little pregame show that they put on with the video and with the water fountains at the pool. There's a lot of production stuff where it stepped down, and that took away from a lot for me.
For me, there's just nothing memorable about it. There's the pool, but that was kind of it. So for me, design 5, fan experience 6, and ambiance, I'm going to go 6 or 7. I'm going to talk it through because there's some cool things right around it, but the problem was it was 112 degrees, and it's always 112 degrees, and so you're not going to hang out much. Downtown, I think you said before, it used to be very cool, but people have moved out. There's not much down there anymore. I just talked myself into a 6.
Okay, so I am going to go with design with a 5. It's average. It's not an uncomfortable experience, but it doesn't offer much in terms of like coolness factors, right? Yeah. For the fan experience, I'm gonna go with a 6, right? It's generally positive because it's comfortable seats.
Yeah.
You know,
they have a cool museum in the back.
Food. They have a lot of those typical things, but they also have some extra stuff.
Yeah.
For fan experience, If
You mean ambiance?
I'm sorry, for ambiance.
Okay.
Yeah, for ambiance, if you had asked me before I left, like early days, Diamondbacks, I would have given it like an 8 or a 9.
Ooh.
Because one, they put on, like I said, a really good pre-production show. But the area around it was just hopping.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is, there's more stuff there now, but there's less people. There's like more food stands, there's more bars, there's more restaurants, but there's just less people hanging out. And people used to go and hang out even in the daylight heat.
Yeah, it's a shame there were very few people at the game.
So my score for ambiance, I am going to give it a 6.
Yeah, could have been better, but not our favorite. Finally, Texas Rangers in Arlington, Texas. This one kind of caught me off guard.
Me too.
It's the newest one, and I didn't know anything about it. I would say one of my favorite experiences. It reminded me a lot, at least the stadium of Atlanta, the second newest one.
Right.
There were a lot of design features that are very cool, but the design was much better. Fan experience a little lower.
Yeah. So the design, one of the critiques that we had for Atlanta was it's awesome, but you can kind of drop it in any city.
Yeah, there wasn't anything distinct about it.
There were some very distinct features for the Texas Rangers. I mean,
right field scoreboard was over top of right field.
That's right.
It wasn't set back, so you feel like you're right there.
Right, and for the people who sat behind it, there was another scoreboard across.
Yes.
So I mean, there were two
big scoreboards. Yeah. In left field, they had these giant arches on the third level that was just kind of artistic and beautiful, and like, you put some emphasis into things that are just architectural.
Oh yeah, and on those arches, if you looked at it from the first base side, they had the retired numbers on each one. So it was almost like a monument to each retired player. It was
very
really
cool. Holding up the stadium, and then every little nook and cranny was cool. We went to a lot of different spots, vantage points. They had some fun left field things, some center field stuff. So so here's my scores. Design 8, very good. Fan experience 8, I thought it was really great. The one thing, it's very expensive, and I know that's bad because we haven't compared it to others, but even locals said it's very expensive, very exclusive for the lower, but you can still get down there even if you don't have the tickets.
Right.
Food was great, but then ambiance, I'm gonna go 6. It's in Arlington, so it's not in the big cities, it's kind of pushed away. It has the old stadium right next door, which is cool, and you can see that. If the roof were open and you could see a little bit more, it might be cooler, but it's still out in Arlington.
All right, so for design, I'm going to give it an 8 also. I mean, it was just really nicely done. For fan experience, I'm going to give it an 8. It was a lot of fun. There was plenty of stuff to do. There was that bar up on the 3rd level, which
cool
had
stuff.
like cornhole in it and stuff like that. That was awesome.
Foosball.
That's right.
Overlooking the stadium.
For ambiance, I'm going to give it one more because I'm going to give it a 7.
Okay.
Because yes, it is out on the cities, on the edge of the city, which I know you don't like. Doesn't bother me at all. But they have Texas Live out there.
Yeah,
so they
very
are
cool.
clearly creating an environment. I mean, it's kind of they call it the like Arlington entertainment area.
Sure,
basically. So they're trying to do something out there, and I support that. It
was great. It ends up coming to a number lower than some of the others, but it's just because some of the other scores. I would say the main difference between Atlanta and this one, both high luxury, both very new, but Atlanta had a lot of fan experiences to take you away from the game.
Right.
And Texas had a lot to enter you in. You had different vantage points on things.
Yeah, I think the benefit of that is two people go to a game, maybe one of them doesn't really want to be there. Right? You have a couple that goes, one doesn't want to be there. Okay, for Atlanta, one's watching the game, the other one's got to split off to do their own thing.
Yeah.
At that stadium, you can go do the other thing and still watch the game.
Right there
and
together.
They can still be together,
So tell us what you think. Those are your rankums. So we were in Arizona, and so Father Tito said, hey, I've got a place I love to eat. And it was the start of a very bad story.
Oh, yum.
So there's plenty of options here. There's plenty of soul food options down here, but really what most people come here for is chicken and waffles. This is just like his bread and butter. He was perfecting his chicken recipe for a long time. And if you like chicken and waffles, or if you've never had it, I strongly suggest you try it. And if you find yourself in this area, come here for it. The chicken is, as I believe, crispy skin, juicy and tender on the inside, perfectly seasoned, not too salty, it's not flavorless. Listen to this crunch if you can. All that beautiful moisture in there. perfect temperature. When you fry it right, that's how it turns out. So it has a really nice crust on the outside, kind of crispy, but on the inside it has a perfect crumble. It's moist, it's not dry, it's not a dry crumble, it's just a very nice texture in your mouth. A little bit sweet, but not like a pastry sweet. It's just that, rides that perfect line of sweet, savory goodness that cornbread should. All right, they did me in. I am full. I mean, satisfying doesn't really cover how this makes you feel. Ordered collard green, a nice little spice to them, but it's like right up front heat, doesn't hit you, catch you by surprise. It's just like right there from the beginning, and it doesn't overwhelm you. I mean, the chicken was perfect. Crispy, juicy, tender, flavorful. Awesome. And then the waffles, sweet and buttery, as they should be. For me, the genius of this place is what Larry White was able to do in making the recipe repeatable. I mean, he not only perfected the recipe, but then made it so that it can be done over and over again in different branches. And he's looking to franchise it, which is perfect because he now has a recipe that no matter where you go, you can repeat it. You can do it over and over again, so there's gonna be a consistency of flavor. That's, you know, what makes it perfect. And I'm so glad that Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal and Muhammad Ali found this place and put it on the map, because I never would have heard of it otherwise.
So Tito, food, fantastic. Not really my style. I mean, fried chicken's not my favorite, but man, fried chicken and waffles,
yeah,
sign me up. Cornbread?
Yeah, it is definitely my style. I love fried chicken. My mom got the collard greens, which I'd never gotten there before.
Yeah.
They were fantastic. They were a little bit of heat.
Okay,
so
yeah.
Good. But yeah, it was a great experience, and it's a place that I used to go with my friends in high school. So.
Yeah, and I didn't mind, you know, getting some syrup on the chicken. You kind of dig and do it together. You get a little more breading.
Yeah, you get
delicious.
Some sweet and savory.
Oh, delicious. So I highly recommend if you go there. The problem was what comes next. So we filmed that, which was delicious and filling and unhealthy, and then we went immediately into game time. Woo.
What time is it? Game time! Woo.
St. Mary's High School alumni here.
My alma mater.
This is where he played his games, but it's not going to help him because
It's me. We're gonna start nice and slow. I say nice and slow, hopefully I can make this. It is. All right. Okay. All right, I'm still going from the top. Oh. I missed.
off the backboard. Okay.
Oh no. Wait, I want to do over. No, dude. All right. Once again, reverse layup.
All right, you got it.
There we go.
Oh,
No good.
No.
H-O. Right here.
All right, America, this is for you.
H-O apiece. I mean, it can be that one, it can be this one, but.
I change our strat.
got it, you got it. Ugh. How about a no-look layup? I'm looking at you the whole time.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, but that's not gonna count. Granny shot. Oh, come on. This side, we're gonna do a bank shot.
Oh, that's a good shot. Oh, okay. I want to try the shot that I threw in basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, technically, if I shoot from here, it's a so. Woo! Stop.
There's only so many threes you can do in a horse game.
That's not. A reverse side. This side. Non-dominant hand. Reverse layup.
Okay, but you can use your dumb. Okay. Okay. I got robbed.
Right. What's the score?
HORS to HOR?
Think so.
Come on.
All right, long three.
All right. Here we go.
There it is. Home court advantage, baby. The only thing that's had it missing is M advantage.
Play to my game.
Maybe?
We just kept shooting long shots.
Why not?
Try to go easy on you. It's hot. There's no air conditioning. It's Arizona.
Home court advantage.
Home court advantage. That's what it is.
And I'm okay with that.
My gosh. Let me get a little redemption here.
He's been making it humid over there.
It's on the bleachers. So there's my excuse. I've already set you up. It was hot in that gym. It was really not air conditioned. It was 115 degrees outside, and I just eaten fried chicken. I was about to throw up, and we got to the end, I was like, I'm gonna pass out. I had to sit down, I had to get some water. I was like, dude, you can have that win, I'm done. So those are my excuses.
I'll take the win.
Yeah, he was draining them though.
Yeah.
I was a bit intimidated at the very beginning. He's warm up, switch. I was like, oh shoot.
I haven't played basketball in a while, but I used to play basketball a lot.
Okay.
I think that's the difference. Like, you didn't really play basketball as much as I did.
Yeah, so I tried to do crazy shots, but the more I'd spin around and jump up, I got lightheaded. Like, oh gosh. So kudos to you. So what's the score now? So you beat me in cornhole.
Yep.
I beat you in
The throws.
the throw
And the bowling.
and the bowling. Now you've got this.
Are we tied?
2.
Oh my God.
We have a couple more to go just to settle this.
We can't finish with a tie though.
All right, so maybe just 1 or 3 more. We'll have to decide.
3 more, let's do it.
Yeah. All right, that has been our show. We thank you for joining us. We can't wait. The players are starting to come out here. It's going to be a fun time. We will rank this stadium once we've had a greater look at it. So where are we going next?
We're going to California next. We got a couple cities to hit up. It's going to be a lot of
Los
fun.
Angeles and San Diego. So we're going to hit all 3 All-Star break. We'll try to film while we're there.
Yep.
It's going to be a fun time. Have a great day. Peace.